Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Grand Rising, everybody. How y'all doing today? Welcome to this magnificent Monday. Starting of a new week, and we got a lot of stuff to cover today, as we always do. How's everybody doing? I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to come in, because I sent some invites out, too. People want to make sure they catch the show, and I appreciate their support. Before we get started, let's make a couple of announcements, though. We got three. We're starting off with 3 cheer mics today. 3 cheer mics today. That's the goal right now. So let me go ahead and pin that real quick. You all know how we do. If you come on the panel, you know we give you a minute and a half to get your point across. Remember, if there's other guests on the panel, to just make sure you mute up while they're talking. Let's make sure they get their dialogue out, and then if you'd like to respond to that, we'll give you a minute to do so. First segment set up here. All right, some of y'all I'm not going to be able to see because I got that box up there. Okay, there it goes. All right, I got my guest covered in. Dimple Cheeks, good morning, bestie. Okay, they'll come on in. Excuse me, I see some of them coming in now. So welcome, good morning to you all. How are you feeling today, Dimple Cheeks? I hope you're feeling good, bestie. I hope you rested up, doing what you're supposed to do. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. I got to go get something real quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, got it. Let's go ahead and proceed to segment 1. Oh, Dimple Cheeks, stomach issues. What's going on with it? You got medicine? Rug saving. Thank you for that, but no, I'm not interested in that. But thank you for joining the live. You're more than welcome to stick around. Anybody want a rug? There you go. Good question, Mando. Excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Good question, Mando. So let's get started with that. Outside bar. Okay. I hate to hear that. Okay, bestie. All right, we'll sidebar. That's a great question, but here's the thing I want to say. I do get we went and captured, or however, his administration went and captured the Maduro guy. Now listen, I am all for anybody that is not a good person and is doing things to harm people or to make people's lives worse. I'm for that. I'm for that completely. It says Maduro was widely considered to have been a dictator leading an authoritarian government characterized by electoral fraud and human rights abuses and corruption. So that doesn't sound like a good person to me at all. So I will say, for the people of Venezuela, I feel like something should have been done in order to remove this man from his position. So I am all for that. What I'm not for is our country going into other countries and doing things like this here when we have our own issues here in our country that need to be addressed and cleaned up. Thank you for that heart, me little brother. I appreciate it. Good morning to you. I get it. Double Cheek said the people of Venezuela are rejoicing, and I think they should. I think they should if he's a bad person. On the other side of the coin, I have seen statements where some Venezuelans are thinking, why did we even come mess with their stuff over there, right? So, but the one thing that I can say, and hold on, because some people may not know who we're talking about. So let's make sure we give them an imagery of who we talked about. This is Maduro. He was the dictator over in Venezuela, right? That has been captured. Him and his wife has been captured. And so they are here in New York, and I believe they're going to go to court. I believe it's today or whatnot. I don't know how to pronounce your name. You said nothing you say doesn't even matter. You can leave the live. You wasn't invited here. So if it doesn't matter to you, leave. Or you can just sit there and be quiet and learn something. However you want to do it. I'm really not even giving you attention like that today. So whatever you want to do. But in any event, let's go on. Again, if he's a bad person and he did people wrong, then that's fine. That's fine. Go and get him or let him suffer whatever fate he needs to suffer. However, when it comes from us and our pretender in chief, it seems as if he has an issue with doing things lawfully or by the code of conduct. What do I mean by that? Like running things by Congress before you go and make decisions like this. You see what I'm saying? So that didn't take place. Just as it didn't take place when there was booming of boats in the international waters, and they were saying that there was D-rugs on the boat, but yet have proven anything about there being D-rugs on the boat. So again, and then, okay, after that happened, that same boat, there was still 2 survivors left over. And they boom them and unalive them. That is not what is supposed to have been done. Now, if we thought, or our country thought, that there was some kind of D-rugs coming on those boats, then those boats should have been seized, brought in. They should have been searched and thoroughly. And then if we did find those things on there, then the people that were on the boat were to be held accountable in the court of law. That did not happen. That did not happen. But here's what I want to know, or here's what I want to talk about when it comes to them capturing this guy right here, Maduro, and his wife. Here's what I want to know, because they're saying he was a dictator over in Venezuela and stuff like that. Okay. I just got one question. And Mando, I agree with you. When or who is going to come and get our cheddar color coat leader who's doing the same exact things that this guy allegedly was doing in Venezuela? Hey, sis, good morning to you. So since It's just Grams. How's it going, bestie? So since they've showed us the playbook that they can go and just swoop in on the country and pick up their leader or whatever and bring him back to face charges or whatever over here, are the foreign countries paying attention to this? And if so, since it seems like the Democrats aren't strong enough to do it or not doing it, well, and I get it. We don't have majority of anything, so I get it. It could be hard for them. But what I'm saying is, who's gonna come over here and get the cheddar color coat leader out of the president's house? Because he's pretty much doing the same thing that this guy allegedly has been doing. So if it's good for him, if it's okay for them to come and do that to him, I think the cheddar color coat leader should suffer the same thing. Now, let's move on a little bit. We're staying on the same person, but we're going to move on a little bit because I still think all of this that is going on, it's just Graham says, just in case they are listening, he is in Florida or DC. Right, it's just Grams. I mean, I'm just saying, we just want to help a little bit, you know. We're going to stick with the same thing because same person. I'm thinking, once again, this is an elaborate cover-up of the files. So we are going